This is the Irontrader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That was about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the old crude oil. Now remember, API report will be out today at 4:30. Now, what we still had today is an inside day, okay, which basically means that high and the lows is inside the previous days. So you always want to watch the previous day's candle. You're looking at 70.13, but I pointed out this candle right here. This is sitting at 70.06. That is very key. See where you have a nice double bottom, 70.06, and then yesterday's low here at 70.13 with a higher low. Very, very nice. Today we had higher low. It got down as low as 70.47. So you held that 70.13 very nicely. Now, what we have to look at here is the upside. Well, what you have to do is you have 72.05. That is your 8 SMA here. You have 72.33. And then we have today's high sitting at 72.93. If you can get above that, then we look here. You look at a 73.23 here. We have a 74 flat. On this candle here, we have 74.24, and then we have your 50-day sitting right there at 75.05. Right above that is two candles, 75.66. Then we have your 76.18, which is your price channel. We get above that, we come to this candle here. You're looking at 76.76, and then your big boy, 77.83. But there's a lot of resistance to get all the way on up there. But I like to show it to you just in case something would happen. You're going to need a nice catalyst here for that to zoom up. But right now here, what you want to watch is this key 8 SMA here and the key 21 SMA. Now on the downside, what we want to do is you want to always watch today's low at 70.47, yesterday's low at 70.13, and then this key level right here at 70.06. If that's lost, here's your target right here, sitting at 68.28. That would be your target, and that's lost. Then we come down here to the 67.71. Now I noticed here on the options trader, they're adding to their short positions here on the crude oil here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. A lot of times, sometimes that can be good and bad for the longs, because sometimes the shorts, everybody wants to push it down, but then you can get that short squeeze like we had in natural gas today, and you can take that bad boy right up higher. So bottom line here, watch this 8 SMA, very crucial. We want to watch this 72.33 to 21 SMA here. And then if you can get above that candlestick, you're looking at 75.05 is a big target. And then we have 76.18 and then 77.83. On the downside, watch today when those futures open. That's 70.47, the 70.13, your 70.06, and this key level here, that would be 68.28. Now, your RSI here is looking good. You know, just basically chopping around here. There's really no divergence. There's really nothing here. So what we want to do is you want to look here, and your MACD here is looking still bullish. Your green is above your red. That's still good. A lot of times what I do on these charts is I try to look for like divergences here. So where you have a high here, and then we have a high here, okay? And then we have an even higher high, but look at here, we have a lower high. See that divergence? That tells me that you wanted to get short, and look how nice that worked out, okay? So, but right now, there's just nothing right there. So we just want to watch these key levels here, and we can see how it's all going to shake out. Well, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Here we have your weekly and your monthly. Okay, so you're stuck right here between the two, okay? You have your 50-day here at 69.44, and we have your 200-day here sitting at 73.32. So you're stuck right there. But again, if you notice, so far for the month, you're holding this key 50 SMA here. Very, very key level. You always want to look at a monthly chart here. You know, even if you're doing it on a daily basis, you want to see, because it sometimes gives you like the big picture kind of a situation. Now, that's a monthly. But a weekly, you always want to look at the weekly. Now, I always point out this one here. This is very key. This is that 71.06. The same as that candle there was on the daily chart here. Happens to line up very nice. Now, if you look at here, all these candles, they came down, they touched. But even like this candle, everything came on down here. But so far, you're closing up. So basically, you're pinned right between the 71.06 here and this 8 SMA here. at 72.99. Now, you got so far for the week here, but there's only 2 days so far here. You got higher than that here, but the key is going to be a closing basis. And as that 8-day comes down and that 200-day goes up, something is going to give here, and hopefully that it'll pop up higher here, or it's going to sell off dramatically. We'll have to see how that all shakes out here. So just watch that key, 8 SMA 72.99. If you can get above that, then we can work your way all up to the 77.45 and maybe even higher. But we got to see how that's going to shake out. Now, if that's lost here, then we just look at these lows. You're looking at that 70.13 here. We have that 68.29, and then your big retest here at 67.71. Now, your RSI isn't telling you anything here. Your MACD is still bearish, your green below your red here. So this isn't really nothing here. But again, seasonality says that, you're not going to rip higher. It's just way too early for summer driving or to load up on crude here. But always look at the options contracts. You can see what it is on if they're adding to the shorts or adding to the longs or whatever they're doing there. Sometimes that gives you a tell on if it's going to go higher or lower. All right, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. All right, here we have natty gas, okay, your daily and your weekly chart all stretched out, give you a nice big view here of what's going on. Now, obviously here, we held to keep support here. This was here, your 100 SMA and your 50, sitting about 2.85. That held it nicely, and it blew past yesterday's high with no problem. Now, we're always looking to the left here of these charts here to see exactly where everything was going here. So now you look at this closing number here, you're looking at where to close at 3.23 here. So basically what you have to do here is just look to the left of your chart here. You got 3.27 here. So you close right here in this range here. But what I want to show you here is look at the high, today's high. Okay, 3.392. Now, why did it stop there? Because if you've been watching the videos here, this gap right here, okay, sitting at 3.40. Okay, so what do we have? You got 3.39 here, 3.40. That's your resistance level right there. Now, again, if tomorrow or today after this 6 p.m. futures open, you can go higher, then we can fill that gap. Okay, so you're looking at 3.45. And that's a possibility. Then next is going to be a line is going to be this 3.52, and then we have this candle here, 3.576, and then we come up here to 3.60, and then you have your big retest up there at 3.64. I always told you when you look at these gaps here, okay, right there going across, they're like magnets to a fridge. They don't always have to fill the gap the first time, but they're going to go up to the gap. Okay, so you came in within what, a half a cent. So that is pretty good here on the old charts. So that's what you want to look at here is this gap here. You want to look at that fill. And then again, if you can rise higher, we follow the candlesticks all the way up here to get your retest here at 3.64. Now you look at your price channel. There's your 3.64. And then right above that is this 200 SMA sitting at 3.84. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. That's very crucial also. But now remember, when natural gas takes off, that's why they call it the Widowmaker. It has no rhyme or reason. It just blasts off. But today, it just looked like a big old short squeeze here. Now you can see here where when you look at that price channel, 3.64, that is going to be your target here right now. But again, before you get there, you have to look at that gap and you have to look at that fill situation just like we did today. Now, let's just look at the downside here. So what do you close at here? You close at 3.239 right there. So then what we can do is you can follow these candles back on down. Now they become support. So you got 3.18 here. You have 3.16 here. And then what do we have here? You got 3.07. Okay, very nice here. Well, actually 3.111 first, and then the 3.07. And then we can just follow it all the way on down here. If it sells right on down here, you got that basically 2.992. But again, we got to see how it is. But right now, you're outside of this price channel here, which tells me here it's not going to last out here that long. You had 1, 2, 3. This is 4 days here. So don't be afraid to take a profit. I sold some of my UNG there today here. It was a beautiful scalp. I didn't get the 6.87. It got up the high of 6.87 today. I didn't get that, but I got 6.82. So I was 5 cents off from the highs here. So that was pretty pretty good trading here. Now, you notice there during the day, it fell right off here. We're going to take a look at an hourly and 4-hour chart. Fell right off here, but that was a buying opportunity here to go higher here. So bottom line here, what you want to do is you want to watch today's highs, that 3.39 here. Lines up very nice with this gap here at 3.40. If it goes higher, look at that gap fill, 3.45, and then work these candles, 3.52, 3.57, 3.60, and then all the way here to your big retest here at 3.64. And if it gets above that, then you look here at your 200 SMA here. And on the downside, we just follow these candles all the way down here. And then this one's going to be key here, the top of this candle here. You're looking at that 3.01 here, and then you could come all the way down 2.84. Now, your 8 SMA here, this is looking really good here. You crossed your 21, your 200-day, you're headed towards the 50. So as if this does sell down here, that's going to provide really nice support here on the way up. And look at your 21-day, that's curling up. Looks like it wants to break above that 200-day. Very, very nice. So let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4. Okay, here we have your hourly and your 4-hour chart here. Now you can see how nice trading this was here, okay? You got down to, your low was 2.74, rallied up very, very nicely here, but you put in a red candle, okay? That was at 2.96. Then came right down here again, but you notice that this candle here was, the low was 2.68, and this candle here was 2.69. That was your nice buying opportunity here, okay, to go higher. Now, she rallied right on up here, and then you had a nice sell-off here today. It came all the way down here, but you notice that it held the 21-day here, and then it just rode this 8 SMA here all the way on up here, and then put in that 3.39 here. So this was very, very, very bullish trading here on how we have the higher low situation. So this was a very good chop right here over the last week or so here. And then again, we have that nice sell down here, but you're holding the previous candle here, which is always good. And then she rallied up here. Now you got to watch this red candle here. That's a topping tail here. So we got to see how that's going to all shake out here at 3.39, because that went right into the gap now, and now you're sitting at 3.23. So when the futures open here, let's just see exactly how that's going to shake out. But don't be afraid to take some off the table. Even if you say you trade, like, say, I don't know, say 1,000 shares. Don't be afraid to take off half off of that when it starts rallying and just like as a parabolic move. Don't be afraid of that, because you can always buy it back. And if it goes higher, you still got half your position. Go always look at that as money in the pocket. I've been trading here 10,000 shares here, but I zoomed her up here to 15,000 here today. So that worked out really, really good as far as the trading wise. This is the same way with the UCO here on the long. That was a good, actually a good scalp. It wasn't really dramatic there, but it wasn't too bad. TQQ worked out really good today. And actually the Tesla short, TSLS, that also worked out really good because Tesla now, they had to lower all their numbers here because the government says we've got to do something that's actually realistic. You can't put that your car can drive 300-400 miles when it actually can't. So now they adjusted all the numbers and the stock came off really nice. Again, bad for Tesla, good for me because I was short. All right, that's what I got for you on Crude and Natty Gas. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock. We will review the both of those again and start your day off. Thanks for watching.